If you know you gave it your all and you really love this person, you really cared about them, and you accommodated, and in you being you, you still accommodated and made space for your partner, and they decide to slap you in the face with an escort. Hello, my wonderful gems. How are you? I hope you're doing amazing. If you're returning gem, welcome back. If you're new here, hello, how are you? Make sure you subscribe the vibe, and if you like what you're listening to, then please feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. Okay, so we'll jump into the story. All right, so the title of the story is After the Breakup, How Do I Stop Wondering What Else My Boyfriend Lied About? All right, so let's jump in. I'm a 31-year-old woman and I'm writing regarding my ex, a 31-year-old man. So around a month ago, I broke up with my partner of 4.5 years after finding out he contacted an escort. During the process of packing up my things, I found out a few other things he lied about. Now I can't stop ruminating and questioning what else he lied about. Was it the first time he had contacted one? No. Did he ever physically cheat? Maybe. Was he using Tinder during the long distance part of our relationship? Probably. I know it makes no difference whether or not he lied about a million other things, but I can't stop thinking about it. I'm currently between jobs. I have a couple of interviews next week. I'm doing my best to stay busy, but I moved to a new city where I don't know anyone beside my parents. I don't have a therapist at the moment, and I keep coming back to it. The hyperfixation is driving me mad, and I want to text and ask him so bad, despite knowing he won't ever tell me the truth. Okay. Well, she's pretty aware of the situation, and I think she is doing the right thing by keeping herself busy and not trying to fixate on it. However, it's just like I think that's all you need to do. Honestly, I understand why. Hiring an escort, like what? That's insane. But if you ever find yourself in this position and you know that this is a non-negotiable for you, just leave. And it can be this is difficult because you want to know the answers, you want to get some sort of closure. However, with someone who is a liar, because that is who your ex is, he is a liar. I don't know if he's a pathological liar or he's just lying to manipulate you. Someone like this is not good for you. And I'm not one of those people who feel like I need closure from someone. If I'm walking away from something, that is my closure. However, I have friends who feel like they do need closure and they do need to ruminate on the why of this, why of that. I don't think everything needs to be explained. And I think she's already doing the right thing. I'm really struggling with this advice. Wow. I think she's already doing the right thing. Just keep yourself busy. If you're in between jobs, just go to interviews, focus on your hobbies, and focus on what went right and what went wrong in the relationship. What were your blind sides in the relationship? Something that could have led you to believe he has been lying throughout the whole relationship. Like the fact that he had an escort is something he's thought about before. So it's just does it matter if it's the first time? Would it matter if he was on Tinder? Like, I guess for someone something like this, and my thought process is not I need closure. If I'm walking away from someone or something, that is my closure. I don't need a why. This does not serve me and it needs to be cut out of my life. I am that cut though with stuff that are no longer serving me or stuff that I don't feel like do serve me. But I also do understand some people need that sense of closure of knowing what happened. Why do you feel the need to go the extra mile to pay for these type of services when you are in a loving, committed relationship? Did you feel like you couldn't maybe communicate these things with me? Did you feel like I don't ever want people to think they're lacking in something because someone else has decided to not communicate stuff with you? But maybe did you feel like I was lacking in a certain department? Like what has happened and what has motivated you to feel like you needed to go this extreme? I understand the line of questioning. However, Will that be beneficial to you? Do you want to know the why to be curious, or do you want to know the why to grow in your life? Because even though I understand where this line of questioning is coming from, I don't think it's actually going to serve you going forward in your life. It seems like this was just not the right person for you. And I think when you're in a situation like this, right, where a partner has just done the most outrageous thing that is a non-negotiable for you and you act on it, which is something I always tell you guys to do. But yet you still think, oh, why though? You also need to think, will you finding the why change the outcome? Is it just are you just being curious? Because trust me, I'm a curious girl, okay? I like solving puzzles like everyone else. Okay. I like to know the why of stuff. However, they're also part of my life where I feel like I don't need to know the why. This does not serve me. This will not turn me into a better person. It will not turn me into a better partner. So, what is the point of knowing the why? If you know you showed up authentically in a relationship, you were yourself, you were loving, you were giving, you were caring, you were supportive, you were everything. And maybe you have some room for improvement because we all do. You were everything for this man or for this woman. Does the why matter? That's just a question that I would like to know. Because, like I said before, I'm not the type of person who feels like sometimes I don't need to know the why. Most of the times when I feel like this is not serving me, I don't need to know why. But if you are the type of person who does need to know why is that? Is it curiosity? Is it to help you navigate your life afterwards? Will you know the why actually help you navigate your life afterwards? Is what I want to know. I'm kind of out of my element with this one. But yeah, I think I think she's already on the right track. Like, if you're broken up with someone who is willing to do stuff like pay for an escort or while you're long distance, that's not enough for them. It's just why are they in a relationship first of all? It's just like the onus is on that person. If they knew long distance did not work for them, it's better to break up. I think it's better to break up. And if you do rekindle those feelings afterwards, that's fine. Don't string people along. Don't try to make it seem like you two are together when you know you're for the streets. It's distasteful, it's disgusting, and that is how disease gets spread across international lines. Like, do not do that, people. Please. Please don't do it. But some people just feel like their needs come first regardless of how their partner feels. And that's not even a gender thing. So yeah, I think my question would just be ask yourself why do you need that why? Is that why really gonna help you grow as a person, grow as a woman, grow as a partner for your next relationship? Or is that why just because you're curious and you're just curious? I guess because I'm on the mind frame of you can give closure to yourself. Not everyone, like, closure does not always have to come from the other person telling you this is what happened. It's not you, it's me, blah, blah, blah. You can give closure to yourself, okay? Because life happens, ish happens. What if that person, I'm not wishing that on them, but what if they pass away? Are you not going to get closure because they are in the afterlife and you are in the world of the living? No. You need to keep going on with your life. And some people are so petty and so manipulative, and they know that you need that closure, so they keep dangling it in your face in hopes that you keep coming back. We need, as people, to be able to close a chapter on an event in our life. Regardless of how good or how bad that event is, most events are kind of grace, especially when it comes to relationship. They're the good times, and then they're the bad times, and then, whatever's in between. We need to be able to close the event, appreciate the event for what it was, learn from the event, learn what went right, learn what went wrong, learn the ways we are willing to improve. And some of the ways were just like, this is me. I'm not changing this part of myself. And I am confident that I can still find a partner who is going to love me with these traits. Okay. Be confident in our decision, be confident in ourselves, and be confident in moving on in life, because at the end of the day, life is about change. We physically change. We grow from infants to hopefully older women. We grow, our minds change. The brain doesn't finish developing between the age range of 21 to 25. And even then, you're still going to change. You're still going to learn more stuff about yourself. I'm pretty sure you, if you're listening to this, you were not the same person you were 2 years ago. Heck, even a week ago. Okay? Change is a part of life. And yes, change can be very uncomfortable because you don't know where you're going. You don't know how this next chapter of your life is going to pan out, but you need to remember you are the author of your life. Okay? You are the author of your life. Even though you don't know how your life is going to pan out, you should know you. You should know what you like, what you dislike, what your talents are, what your skills are, and yes, even what you do bring in a relationship. I know some men are really disgusting out here and they try to gaslight women to saying, "What do you bring to the table?" as a knock. And when a woman states what she brings, they try their best to knock it down. But no, you do need to be able to know what you do bring to a relationship. I'm not saying share that with the person you're dating because some people out here ain't ish. And regardless of what you tell them, they will not appreciate that. There is going to be a person who is going to appreciate those qualities in you. There is going to be a person who is going to value whatever you're bringing. There's going to be a person who is going to see the beauty in that. So you are not for everyone, and everyone is not for you. That's just something you need to learn. And when a chapter closes in your life, which several chapters are going to close in our lives, relationship chapters, job, moving to another state, such as this woman, all of that is going to happen in our lives. But the one consistent thing in your life is always going to be you. So you need to be comfortable with yourself and you need to know what you are bringing in relationships, in careers, in whatever you're presenting yourself. You need to know that. So that's why my advice is going back to, if you know you were a good partner and you were there for this man and you were attentive, you listened to him, and obviously vice versa, right? Not just you giving, but you giving and taking, basically being balanced. And he still decided to do this. I don't think the why matters because it's like at the end of the day, you were that girl. You were it. You try your hardest. And another thing, if he doesn't communicate this is disturbing for him, how are you supposed to know? That falls on him. So going back, I'm just like, if you know you give it your all and you really love this person, you really cared about them, and you accommodated, and in you being you, you still accommodated and made space for your partner, and they decide to slap you in the face with an escort, you don't need to know a why. They're a crappy person. That's it. They're not for you. Move on. There's no need to know why. Your forever partner is still out there looking for you, and I think it's just best for you to put yourself out there, learn what went right in the relationship, learn what went wrong, apply it to your new relationship, and just move on. I don't think you need to know a why. But if you're just being curious girl or just, a little nosy, which I can be at times, I understand. I mean, I guess be curious, but don't make it the center of your life. That's basically where I'm going with this. Okay. This was a relatively short video. So please let me know if you're connected with that advice or not, because I'm kind of struggling with this one because I'm not really the type of person who's like I said before, I've said it again. If something doesn't serve me, I'm cutting it out. I'm not asking why. Bye. 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 And the reason why I'm able to cut stuff out of my life and basically burn bridges at the drop of a hat, as some people have said, is because I know how to build those bridges. I know what it takes to be in a relationship with someone. I know how to connect with other people. I know what I'm bringing. And when someone is slapping me in the face and telling me this is not enough, I'm lighting that bridge up quickly. I'm quickly lighting that bridge up and they are no longer in my life. And I don't need to know why. Why? Because I know myself. I am secure in myself. I'm secure in my talents. I'm secure in my skills. And I'm secure in what I'm bringing to the people around me. I know who I am. And I'm not saying that she doesn't know who she is because she's asking why. Because again, at times I can be very curious. That's also a part of me. So when that does happen to me, I check myself. Is it just me being curious or something else? But yeah, I don't know. Clearly, she's different from me. So if you're more on her perspective where you feel like you do need that closure from another person, you need them to tell you why they did this, why they did that. I really want to hear what you have to say, because I am of the opposite mind of, if you do not serve any purpose in my life, you are out. And that does not necessarily mean you're a bad person. It just means you're not for me. And that's all right. That is okay. But yeah, if you're like her, please let me know. I really want to hear the other perspective. I'm really curious about that. And this is because I think this will enable me to, be able to better give you guys advice. All right. So thank you for listening to this video. Please let me know what you thought in the comment section below. And we usually get our advice on our website, which is kitchentableadvice.com. That is where we get our advice as well as business inquiries. The website also has a plethora of other stuff. There are blogs where I just talk about anything and everything. There's art that I've labeled weird contemporary art as well as poems. So if that interests you, then please visit the website. So thank you so much for spending the day with me, and I'll see you next week. Bye.